once again. Welcome back to the channel. I'm here with my favorite guest of all time,
Wow.
my mom. And how are you doing?
Good. I'm looking forward to it. I love being introduced to the new music that you share with me, and I love the ideas that are always expressed.
Oh, thanks. Well, I really enjoy it too. So hopefully in your reserve tanks, you've got enough energy to maybe do like 20 more of these. Or
I do.
30 more over time, of course.
I understand.
Okay, so this morning I picked a song for you by one of my favorite artists. This artist, I haven't listened to any of his stuff for a long time. The artist is Peter Gabriel. Are you familiar with that name?
Yes, I've heard that name.
Okay, well, his style of music is kind of referred to as like world music. He incorporates a lot of different types of harmonies and really all different kinds of sounds that you don't usually hear in popular music. And this album has got a special place in my heart because it's one of the first physical albums I ever owned. And I don't know the year. I'll have to look up the information on this album, but I think it came out when I was in the 6th grade.
Wow. Wow.
So anyway, the song that I want you to react to is entitled Mercy Street, and it's off of Peter Gabriel's album entitled So, and you can see the evolution of age. This is what he looked like when the album was released, and this is him a few years ago.
Wow.
So anyway, this is an amazing song. Without any further ado, let me just have you listen to it, and then I'll get your reaction afterwards. Sound good?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to follow along with the lyric video. Definitely kind of a somber song.
Looking down on empty streets, all she can see are the dreams all made solid, are the dreams made real. All of the buildings, all of the cars were once just a dream in somebody's head. She pictures the broken glass, pictures the steam. She pictures a soul with no leak at the seams. Take the boat out, wait until darkness. Let's take the boat out, wait until darkness comes. Nowhere in the corridors of pale green and grey, nowhere in the suburbs in the cold light of day. There in the midst of it, so alive and alone, words support like bone, dreaming of Mercy Street. Swear they moved aside, looking for mercy in your daddy's arms. I'm with the father, he's out in the boat, riding the water, riding the waves on the sea.
That was beautiful. So profound.
I love the vocal harmonies. There's like a tribal element to them, like really unique.
And the introduction, as you mentioned, it felt sobering. It got you in the mood to be reflective and to listen with your heart. It beautifully done. And I was so impressed with the ways that it talked about how we feel mercy. One of the phrases that struck me was where he said that mercy is, I can't remember the exact words, but how it's like bone within. It holds you up. And I loved where it said, see if you can find it.
Yeah, that phrase struck me too. Yeah.
And that you also feel it in your daddy's arms. So there's the physical feeling of being loved, but that it strengthens.
Words support like bone.
Yeah, words support like bone. So it's what we say that conveys mercy, but also in our Father's arms is that continued love where we feel mercy. That is just beautiful.
Yeah, I haven't listened to this song in a long time, but it's one of those songs that creeps into my head every now and then. And listening to this song at such a young age, I never really pondered the lyrics much, but just the overall mood of the music, it just can't be denied. It's such a beautiful piece of music. And when I think of Mercy Street, for some reason, my mind makes the connection of like a picture like Skid Row as being a Mercy Street for some reason.
And we all are on Skid Row.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, we all have those areas of weakness and that feeling of being loved in spite of it. Isn't that incredible?
And, like all pieces of art, I think a lot of the time the artist leaves it up to the listener to kind of extrapolate their own personal meaning from it. But I cheated and looked on the internet to see what this song is about. And apparently, I never knew this, but towards the end here, where it refers to Anne with her father. So Peter Gabriel was a fan of this poet, and I can't remember what her last name is. I'd have to look it up. But she used poetry as a way to excise. She'd struggled with depression her entire life, and she used poetry as a way to excise her own personal demons. And this was kind of paying homage to one of her works that she did. I guess she wrote a play called Mercy Street, and then a poem called Mercy Street 45 or something. And I haven't heard anything about the play or read any of her poetry, but I thought that was interesting.
That really is interesting. And thinking about the world, they often look on mercy as being weak. And
true.
yet this really brings out the strength and the support that comes to individuals when they feel mercy has been extended towards them. It does strengthen.
It does. And I think that we are in desperate need of exhibiting mercy to each other, both as a nation and as a world at large. What do you think about that?
Oh, I agree 100%. And to think about ways to extend mercy, it can't be a global thing. It has to be in the here and now with this person that I'm with right now. How could I extend mercy? And just to, in the present moment, have that be in your mind as being a good thing to do instead of it being a weakness as the world portrays.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's certainly not an easy thing to exhibit mercy, so how can it be a weakness if it's a hard thing to do, right?
Yeah, that's right.
But really appreciate you reacting to another song with me.
Thank you. I love this song. Loved it.
Hope you guys enjoyed it too. We'll be back again with another song, another artist. Can't wait. Have an excellent day. Over and out.